Oh, midnight whispers on my pillowcase. I still feel you in this empty space. Your side of the bed is cold as stone, but in my dreams I'm not alone. I'm tangled up in memory, a fool for my own pain. I smell your scent on everything, going insane. Your ghost is in my sheets, holding me down in the silent city. I'm the only sound, only I'm the only sound. I delete your number 10 times a day, but my fingers remember what they cannot say. I play our songs just to feel the sting of the beautiful disaster that you used to bring. I'm tangled up in memory, a fool for my own pain. I smell your scent on everything, going insane. Your ghost is in my sheets, holding me down in the silent city. I'm the only sound. Maybe I don't wanna be free. Maybe this haunting is all that's left for me.
Baby, your lies are all
3 a.m. the rain is falling down. My thoughts are loudest with no one around. I scroll through pictures from a happier day. Before you decided to walk away. These midnight confessions, I speak to the dark. I'm carving my hope out with the shattered spark. I whisper your name, but there's no reply. Just the echo of my own lullaby. I should be stronger, I should be mad, but all I feel is incredibly sad. The silence is a weapon you left in my chest, putting my fragile heart to the test. These midnight confessions, I speak to the dark. I'm carving my hope out with the shattered spark. I whisper your name, but there's no reply. Just the echo of my own lullaby. The sun will rise, they say I'll heal, but right now, none of this feels real. Just me and the moon, and the truth I can't outrun. We toasted to forever with a glass of regret. A debt that I'm paying, a foolish bet. Your love was a vineyard, bitter and dry. And I drank every drop till I wanted to die. Poison in the wine, a slow, sweet decline. I'm drunk on the memory. You're still on my mind. This heartache's a vintage. It gets better with time, but darling, your poison tastes just like flavor of darkness, devoid of the light. I'm addicted to the ache, the hollow inside. The part of me you broke where my feelings hide. There's poison in the wine, a slow, sweet decline. I'm drunk on the memory. You're still on my mind. This heartache's a vintage. It gets better with time, but darling, you're poison, just like that divine. A sober thought would set me free, but I don't wanna be free. Just one more sip of you. This apartment's too quiet, too damn clean. Erased every trace of where you had been, but the echo of your laugh bounces off the walls, reminding me how a perfect thing falls. I'm living in an echo chamber of my mistakes. Your voice is the soundtrack that my lonely heart makes, a repeating record of our last goodbye. In this empty room, my love for you won't die. I scream into the silence just to feel a sound, but it comes back whispered with you still around. I'm a prisoner of the past, chained to what we had, and the fading echo of the good turns bad. I'm living in an echo chamber of my mistakes. Your voice is the soundtrack that my lonely heart makes, a repeating record of our last goodbye. In this empty room, break all the glass, the sound will finally pass. Or maybe I'll just cut myself on the shards of the past. Struck gold when I found your heart, a priceless treasure, work of art. But the gleam was a trick of the light. You see, you were just fool's gold, pretending for me. Fool's gold, shining bright in the sun. I gave you everything for what you become, a cheap imitation of a real thing. Now I'm left with nothing but this hollow ring. I built my dreams on a foundation of sand, holding your mirage with a desperate hand. Now the rains come, washed it all away, leaving me with nothing left to say. Fool's gold, shining bright in the sun. I gave you everything for what you become, imitation of a real thing. Now I'm left with nothing but this hollow ring. I should've known, I should've felt the cold, but I was too busy believing the story I was sold. this is about. It's the quiet way you close the door, meaning there's no us anymore. This complicated silence says it all. The writing's on the memory wall. Conversation without any sound. The deepest cover love is the ground. You speaking glances looked away. There's nothing left for us to say. The silence grows, a heavy cloak, choking on every word we spoke. This complicated silence says it all. Writings on the memory wall. A conversation without any sound. Deepest cover love hits the ground. I'd give anything for you, but this silent goodbye is a living hell. So quiet. Drowning in a dream. I go to sleep to get away, but you're waiting for me there. You always stay. I bet it is an ocean. The sheets are the tide. This dream, you're still by my side. I'm drowning in a dream. It feels so real. Waking up is a nightmare. This is how I feel. Lost in a memory, a beautiful deceit. Drowning in you is a bittersweet defeat. We talk and we laugh. You touch my face. I'm back in the warmth of your embrace. Then the alarm screams a cold heart shot, pulling me back to this lonely dark. I'm drowning in a dream. Feels so real. Waking up is a nightmare. This is how I feel. Lost in a memory, a beautiful deceit. Drowning in you is a bittersweet defeat. Maybe I should just stop fighting. Let the current take me under. At least there, my heart doesn't have to wander. Just let me sleep. Let me
The art of letting go.
They say I should release you, cut the string, find a new song for my heart to sing. But holding on is an art I've mastered well. A special kind of self-made help. I'm learning the art of letting go, but it's a painfully slow masterpiece of misery. Stroke by stroke, I'm choking on the love you revoke. I paint over your face on the canvas of my mind, but your outline remains impossible to find. Every breath I take is a lesson I dread, and forgetting the words you once said. I'm learning the art of letting go, but it's a painfully slow masterpiece of misery. Stroke by stroke, I'm choking on the love you revoke. Maybe I don't wanna be a masterpiece of moving on. Maybe my broken heart is where I belong. Letting go. I'm still holding on. Smoking mirrors, you were smoking mirrors. A magic show, a brilliant illusion with nowhere to go. I believed in the wonder, the sleight of your hand. Now I'm just trying to understand. Smoking mirrors, that's all it was. A beautiful lie without a cause. The curtain is closed, the audience is gone, but I'm still here waiting for the dawn. Waiting for the made me vanish and brought me back. Walking a tightrope, a dangerous track. Now the smoke has cleared, the mirrors are cracked, revealing the truth of the love you lack. Smoking mirrors, that's all it was. A beautiful lie without a cause. The curtain is closed, the audience is gone, but I'm still here waiting for the dawn. I said I'm better off. I said I'm fine. I drew a line right down the middle of your name. Remind I won the argument. I had the last word, but the victory is hollow, completely absurd. It's a hollow victory, winning the war for a kingdom I don't even want anymore. I stand in the ruins of what used to be, a champion under my own misery. I got my freedom, I got my space, but it's an empty kingdom. a lonely place. But good is winning when the prize is hit. Cold hard reality of your final kiss. He's a hollow victory. Winning on the war for a kingdom I don't even want anymore. I stand in the ruins of what used to be, a champion of my own misery. I surrender in a second. If you would just come back and fight, but you've already conceded and vanished in the night. I won. So why do I feel so lost? Last candle burning, the power's out, the storm's raging outside. Nowhere to run and nowhere to hide. I light one last candle, a flickering flame, and whisper the letters of your name. This last candle burning, for you and for me, for what we pretended we could be. It's melting down the wax and the wick, a final farewell, a dying trick. The shadow it casts dances on the wall, reenacting our rise and our fall. A silent movie of happiness and tears, playing on a loop, confirming my fear. This last candle burning, for you and for me, for what we pretended we could be. It's melting down the wax and the wick, a final farewell, a dying trick. When this flame goes out, I promise I'll start anew. But for now, I'll just watch it, remembering you. There's an hour between the dark and the dawn, when the night gives up and the day is born. It's painted in blue, a silence at you, and it's the hour, baby, that I miss you. In the blue hour, everything is still, I feel the absence. Always will, the world holds its breath, waiting for light, but I'm stuck in the blue of our last night. Stars are fading one by one, like the promises you come undone. This fragile light, so cold and clear, holds all the ghosts of yesteryear. Blue hour, everything is still, I feel the absence. Always will, the world holds its breath, waiting for light. So blue of our last night. Maybe when the sun finally breaks, maybe then my heart will stop its ache. unsent letters. I have a box of letters I will never send to a lover, a stranger, a former friend. Pages filled with anger, pages filled with pain, written in the sunshine, written in the rain. These unsent letters are piling up high, a paper graveyard under a gray sky. Each one a chapter, a desperate plea for a version of you that will never be. Alright, I hate you, then I love you more. Scratching at a wound that's always sore. I seal the envelope, then I tear it in two, because none of my words can get back to you. These unsent letters are piling up high, a paper graveyard under a gray sky. Each one a chapter, a desperate plea for a version of you that will never be. Maybe one day I'll light a match, watch them burn to ash, but for now they're the only way I can talk to our past. Oh no, no, no. Do you? Just kidding. It's not a pain, it's not a sting, it's a duller, deeper, slower thing. It sits inside my bones, it hums a quiet tune beneath the light of the lonely moon. It's just an ache, constant hum for the love that's now been numb. It doesn't scream, it doesn't cry, it just asks the question why. I feel it when I wake, I feel it when I sleep. A promise that was far too deep to ever be extracted, to ever be removed. A permanent reminder of how I will use it. It's just an ache, a constant hum for the love that's never been known. It doesn't scream, it doesn't cry, it just asks the question why. Pain would be easier, a sharp and fleeting thing, but this ache is the song my emptiness sings. I found a photograph tucked in a book with the happiness that you forsook. We're both smiling, unaware of the end. Just a boy and a girl and a pretend. All this photograph, it lies and it lies. It only shows the happy skies. It doesn't show the cracks below, the bitter ending that we come to know. future that felt so endless and bright, and now it's just paper, fading to gray. A souvenir from a faraway day. But this photograph, it lies and it lies. It only shows the happy skies. It doesn't show the cracks below, the bitter ending that we come to know. I should burn it, I should let it be, but it's the only you that's left from me.
Smile for the camera. Say cheese.
I'm writing an elegy for what we were. A quiet moment, a fading blur. No trumpet sounds, no grand parade. Just a slow and gentle serenade. Ooh. This is my elegy for us, my love. Sent on the wings of a falling dove. A simple song for a complicated end. For the lover who became a friend, who became a friend, who became a ghost in the end. I buried a memory 6 feet deep. Plant a willow tree for the secrets we keep. And every time the wind blows through, it'll whisper a reminder of me. This is my elegy for us, my love. Sent on the wings of a falling dove. A simple song for a complicated end. For the lover who became a friend, who became a ghost in the end, who became a ghost in the end. The living move on, the world spins fast, but elegies are built to last. Rest in peace, what we were.
There's a low frequency only I can hear, a vibration of sadness, a silent fear. It plays beneath the noise of the city street, the hum of a heart that's facing defeat. This low frequency, it drowns out the sound of my own feet on the lonely ground. It's the bass note of every song I play, the darkness that lingers at the end of the day. It's in the rumble of the midnight train, the sound of your absence again and again. A constant buzz, a resonant tone in the marrow of my skeleton. I'm not alone. This low frequency, it drowns out the sound of my own feet on the lonely ground. It's the bass note of every song I play, the darkness that lingers at the end of the day. I could turn up the music, try to drown it out, but I'm afraid to learn to live without the proof that you were ever bound. I'm not asking for you back, not anymore. I'm not kneeling at your heart's closed door. I'm just asking for a little mercy, see, a gentle ending for the memory of me. Have a little mercy on my soul. You already took your toll. Let the ghost of us fade away. Don't let it haunt another day. Let the dreams be quiet, let the pictures fade. Let the good times not feel like a charade. I'm not begging for a second start, just a little mercy on my broken heart. Have a little mercy on my soul. You already took your toll. Let the ghost of us fade away. Don't let it haunt another day. You showed no mercy when you left, so why am I asking for a little theft of this pain? Mercy, please. Song 21, the fall. We didn't crash, we didn't burn. We took a quiet, slow, and certain turn down a road that led us to the end. Standing on a crumbling land. It was the fall, the long descent. The air grew cold, the hope was spent. No sudden impact, just a sinking dread. Is every lovely illusion fled? I felt it slipping day by day. The colors turning into gray. The words we spoke lost all their heat, admitting a certain slow defeat. It was the fall, the long descent. The air grew cold, the hope was spent. No sudden impact, just a sinking dread. Is every lovely illusion fled? Sometimes a crash is cleaner, quicker to the bone. But the fall gives you time to know you're alone. Falling still. I try to tune into a different station, find a new mood, a better vibration. But all I get is the hiss and the crackle of a love that turned into a debacle. Static in my brain, static in my heart, tearing all my happy thoughts apart. A white noise silent, a distorted sound on the frequency where you used to be found. I scroll through channels looking for a show that doesn't remind me of how you had to go. But every love song, every sad refrain just amplifies the static and the pain. Static in my brain, static in my heart, tearing all my happy thoughts apart. White noise silent, a distorted sound on the frequency where you used to be found. I give anything for a clear signal, a voice so true. But all that's left is the noise of forgetting you. Shh. Just static.
Static.
Winter, always winter now. Winter, always winter now.
The city lights are bleeding red and blue, reflecting off the rain, reminding me of you. I walk these streets, we walked a haunted track. There's no going forward, no turning back. It's a neon morning, an electric grief, finding no solace, no belief under the buzz of the fluorescent glare. I'm realizing that you're no longer there. The bars are closing, last calls are made for the promises we desperately pray. The traffic lights change from green to red, like the stop and go, the words we said. It's a neon morning, an electric grief, finding no solace, no belief under buzz of the fluorescent glare. I'm realizing that you're no longer there. The sun would be too honest, too kind. This artificial light suits my state of mind. Neon signs, oh, and goodbyes, oh.
I paid for your love with pieces of my soul. I thought together they would make us whole, but you spent them freely without a care, leaving my emotional pockets bare. My love was the currency, you drained the account, leaving me with nothing to amount. A bankrupt heart, a credit overdrawn. Now I'm left to face the lonely dawn. Bar yourself freedom with my trust, turning devotion into dust. Every kiss was a loan I'd never see, a bad investment in you and me. My love was the currency, you drained the account, leaving me with nothing to amount. A bankrupt heart, a credit overdrawn. Now I'm left to face the lonely dawn. I'm bedridden with the memories I can't pay. I'm bankrupt, but the interest accrues every day. Bro, space between our bodies in the bed, where unsaid things were finally said. The space between us grew and grew, a canyon that I couldn't cross to you, filled with everything we couldn't say, that slowly pulled our love away. It was the pause before you answered the phone, the feeling that I was increasingly alone, in the gap between a hello and goodbye, where our entire relationship went to die. The space between us grew and grew, a canyon that I couldn't cross to you, filled with everything we couldn't say, that slowly pulled our love away. You can't fight an enemy you cannot see. You can't mend a tear in reality. Space, so much space.
Oh, we were on a journey with no return, a lesson that I had to learn. This love was terminal from the start, a cancer growing in my heart. It's a terminal case of missing you. There's nothing that the doctors can do, a prognosis that is bleak and gray. I'm just waiting for the end of the day. It's a terminal case of missing you. There's nothing that the doctors can do, a prognosis that is bleak and gray. I'm just waiting for the end of the day. I went through the treatments, I fought the fight, tried to keep us in the light. But some diseases have no cure. You just learn to endure, 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 endure. It's a terminal case of missing you. There's nothing that the doctors can do, a prognosis that is bleak and gray. I'm just waiting for the end of the day. It's a terminal case of missing you. There's nothing that the doctors can do, a prognosis that is bleak and gray. I'm just waiting for the end of the day. They call it a broken heart, a passing pain, but this feels like I'm standing in the rain, watching my own funeral train. Just pain.
I tend the graves of what we planned, in this quiet, lonely land. Here lies forever beneath this stone, and the dream of a family and a home. I'm walking through a cemetery of dreams, beneath the pale and melancholy future that is no longer theirs. The headstones are weathered, the names are faint. A permanent record of a love's complaint. I'm walking through a cemetery of dreams, beneath the pale and melancholy moonbeams, placing flowers on what might have been, again and again and again and again and again, again and again and again. Maybe one day I'll stop coming here to weep, and let these cherished broken dreams finally sleep. Rest in peace, our the moon is high, a seductive smirk, tempting my lonely heart to work. Over time, thinking of your touch, it's a temptation that hurts too much. These midnight temptations, they call my name, a dangerous molecular game, to text you, to call you, to beg you back, to retrace our steps on the broken track. The wine is red, like your lips used to be. It's whispering forbidden things to me. Drive past your house just to see you light, to surrender without a fight. These midnight temptations, they call my name, a dangerous molecular game, to text you, to call you, to beg you back, to retrace our steps on the broken track. I resist tonight, like I did last night, but the temptation is a beautiful dark delight.